All right, so today we're doing something a little different. We are tearing a hole straight through reality to get into one of the wildest, most terrifying concepts in modern comics. I mean, forget your everyday villains, forget simple alternate timelines. We're talking about a full-on invasion of nightmares.
Now this quote you see here, this is the key to absolutely everything. It's not just some spooky poetic line, it's the literal cosmic law of a place called the Dark Multiverse. A place where every wrong turn you ever made, every failure, every single moment of despair, it doesn't just go away. Oh no. It festers, it grows, and it becomes its own horrifying living reality. And that, right there, is the big question, isn't it? What happens when that wall between our world and this ocean of failed predatory universes just collapses? What happens when your absolute worst fears get a body, a mind, and a mission to drag you down into the dark with them?
So it all kicks off where it so often does, Gotham City. But what's about to happen is going to make every crisis that came before it look like a quiet Tuesday night. This isn't just an attack on a city, you guys. This is the first shot in a war for the very soul of the multiverse itself. A massive mountain literally erupts from the ground in the middle of the city. And from that mountain, a portal to what can only be described as hell rips open. And walking out aren't just some evil Batman. No, they are twisted reflections of Bruce Wayne's greatest fears. Each one is a version of him from a doomed reality, a world that died because he made one catastrophic choice.
And these are their names, the Dark Knights. Each one is a living nightmare forged from one of Bruce's deepest anxieties. You've got the Red Death, who stole the Flash's speed, the Murder Machine, who gave up his humanity to a cold AI, the Drowned, a Bruce Wayne from a world swallowed by the sea, and they're all led by a being of pure, unadulterated chaos, the Batman who laughs.
It's the exact question the Justice League is asking as their entire world starts to crumble around them. And to answer it, we have to understand the place that gave birth to them. A place that, frankly, shouldn't even exist. Okay, to really get where these monsters came from, we've got to pull the camera back, way back. We're not just talking about a few different Earths here. We're talking about a whole shadow reality that exists just underneath our out.
So this basically breaks it down. On one side, you have the prime multiverse we all know and love. Worlds built on hope, worlds that are stable and are meant to live. But underneath it, like a cosmic subconscious, is the dark multiverse. It's this churning ocean of unstable, broken worlds forged from the fears and failures of every living thing. These universes are born, they suffer horribly, and then they're destined to die, sinking right back into the muck.
And who's the king of this nightmare realm? A being named Barbatos. Just think of him as a cosmic predator, a sort of bat demon god who's been around for eons. He got a glimpse of Batman a long time ago, back when the hero was sent tumbling through time. And in that instant, Barbatos saw the perfect key. He saw a man so defined by darkness and trauma that he could be turned into a living doorway between realities.
And this right here is the most devastating part of the whole story. This invasion, it isn't just happening to Batman. In a very real way, it's happening because of him. You see, Barbatos' plan has been in motion for decades. This silent conspiracy just woven into the very fabric of Batman's life. His agents on Earth, groups like the Court of Owls, have been secretly orchestrating key moments, pushing Bruce Wayne into contact with 5 very specific, cosmically important metals, all without him ever knowing.
And the thing is, none of this was random, not a single bit of it. Each metal he was exposed to, from the electrum that the Court of Owls used on him to the Dionysium in the Lazarus pits, it was all a deliberate step. They were secretly, slowly, changing his body's vibrational frequency. They were turning the world's greatest detective into a dimensional tuning fork that would one day ring out and call the darkness home.
So, now that we know how the door got kicked open, let's take a closer look at a few of the absolute horrors that stepped right on through.
Let's start with the Red Death. This is a Bruce Wayne who is just completely consumed by grief. He truly believed that if he was just fast enough, he could stop every bad thing from ever happening again. So, in his world, he captured the Flash, literally chained him to the hood of a cosmic Batmobile, and drove both of them directly into the Speed Force, fusing them together. He got the speed he wanted, but he lost every last shred of his humanity.
Then you've got the Murder Machine. This Bruce Wayne lost Alfred, and to cope with the pain, he built an artificial intelligence based on Alfred's consciousness to help him fight his war on crime.
But the AI's logic was, well, it was absolute. To protect Bruce, it had to eliminate all possible threats. It became a virus that slaughtered every villain in Arkham and then forcibly merged with Bruce, turning him into a cold, cybernetic killing machine.
And then there's the main event, the ultimate nightmare, the Batman who laughs. In his world, Batman finally snapped. He broke his one rule and he killed the Joker. But the Joker got the last laugh, because in his final moment, a special toxin was released from his heart that infected Batman, completely rewriting his brain. It took Batman's tactical genius, his discipline, his drive, and it merged it with the Joker's pure sadistic chaos. He's a Batman who always wins, and he's always laughing at the horror he creates.
So the doorway is open, the nightmares are loose, and suddenly, the entire world is plunged into a war it can't possibly understand, let alone win. The prime Batman, our Batman, is captured, and he's chained up, becoming the living antenna that's literally pulling Earth down into the darkness. And with him out of the picture, the 7 Dark Knights are totally free to begin their conquest, each one targeting a specific member of the Justice League and their home city.
And just like that, the Earth is systematically remade into a complete hellscape. Each Dark Knight goes after a hero's home turf and turns it into a monument of their failure. Central City gets aged into dust by a speed storm. Metropolis gets infected by a doomsday virus. The oceans are corrupted by darkness, and entire cities are just plunged into an absolute eternal night.
And the heroes, they are completely, totally outmatched. And you gotta ask, why? Because each Dark Knight isn't just an evil version of Batman, they are Batman. They have his mind, they have his memories of fighting alongside the League, they know every single one of their counterparts' weaknesses, their fears, and their secret strategies. They built personalized prisons that the heroes just walked right into.
Which leaves us with this one final, terrifying question. This isn't just a physical fight, it's psychological warfare. The Dark Knights aren't just invaders, they're a dark mirror showing our heroes the absolute worst they could become. So how do you defeat an enemy who knows you better than you know yourself? An enemy who is literally fueled by the despair they create? It's a battle for the soul of a universe, fought against the very shadows it never even knew it was casting.